From policy changes to interest rate announcements, it's been a very eventful month in real estate here. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Alex Hughes, and my wife and I co-run the North Pacific Homes group with eXp Realty here in Victoria. For those of you that do know me, thank you again for watching and welcome to another monthly market update. So starting off with some stats, we landed at 650 properties sold in the month of July, which is actually a 9.2% increase from this time last year. Active listings landed at 3,348, which was a 38% increase from this time last year. Benchmark single family landed at 1,296,100, which is a 2% drop from last year. And benchmark condos relatively exactly the same, stable at 567,800. The continuation of increased inventory is bringing us more towards a balanced market. Now, you can reach out to me directly for more exact numbers, but if you've been paying attention, you'll feel that you see that properties are just sitting there and not necessarily selling. Although our sales are averaging more per month than last year, if you're looking at an active listings to sales ratio, between 14 to 20% is considered a balanced market, and that's right where we're hovering. So just as a reminder, active listings to sales ratio, anything above 20% is a seller's market, between 14 to 20 is balanced, and 14 and below is a buyer's market. Buyers just have simply more to choose from. And when you have more to choose from, as you can see on this graph, days on market is actually increasing. So what exactly does this mean? Well, if you're a seller, expect increased competition and a longer time to sell. Now, when we sit down to strategize on how to achieve your goals, and there is a certain level of risk tolerance here, we always recommend that if you're going out on Realtor.ca, you're having a look and noticing more properties that you would like to purchase, we always recommend getting your property on the market first to see how the market reacts to it, and then going out and purchasing. If you're a buyer, although we do have an increase in inventory, we do have plenty of other buyers still out there. So if you're going into a sharply priced home, we are still seeing multiple offers scenarios happening quite regularly. And of course, we cannot forget about the interest rate announcement. So for the second time this year and in a row, the Bank of Canada has dropped their policy rate by 0.25%, landing at 4.5%. Now, we have seen very little change on the market because of this, but their next announcement is September 4th, and it'll be very interesting to see what they do. Another major announcement that happened and came into effect on July 18th was the changes to the Residential Tenancy Act. So if you're going to sell a tenanted property and these tenants were month to month, or you wanted to have your immediate family members move in, you had to provide those tenants with a 2-month notice, and they would receive a 1-month compensation. Now, on top of that, you would not be able to re-rent this property for 6 months after that eviction. Essentially, what we were seeing is due to the increase in mortgage rates since COVID and the reduction of the annual rent increase that a landlord could do, we started to see a lot more bad faith evictions. And essentially, they were just trying to get tenants out so they could re-rent at market rates. So what the Residential Tenancy Board did and to change to the act was that original 2-month notice, they've now changed it to 4 months notice, and that 6-month unable to re-rent a period has been changed to 12 months. This created massive unintended issues, primarily with the 4-month notice period, and where we were seeing it was with first-time home buyers, high ratio mortgage, and rate holds. Now, it came to the point where BCRA actually wrote a letter to the housing minister to try to get this fixed, and they actually did reduce the 4-month period down to 3 months if you're purchasing a home. However, if you are a landlord and you just wanted to evict a tenant and have an immediate family move in, you still need 4 months notice. And finally, this one not necessarily real estate related, but something of interest, is the City of Victoria announced that starting August 1st, they are going to reduce the amount of overnight sheltering to just 3 parks, Gonzales, Pemberton, and Oaklands parks. So it'll be very interesting to see if there's any more increased density on these parks and how it's going to affect the neighboring areas. That's everything I have for you folks today. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, thank you for joining. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We try to do as many monthly market updates, property tours, and other great content for you. If you're a return viewer, again, thank you so much. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out.